really had become a big piece for Billy Donovan.
Yeah, well, the way he got into the starting lineup, his very first start was January 20th against the Rockets. He did a great job on James Harden.
Time that they have faced each other since Houston made that big trade, shipping Clint Capella out of town, as Danilo Gallinari gets the Thunder on the board first. Here he comes, probing the defense. Gallinari is there. Shot clock down to 3. Harden pulls the trigger and hits. Set an NBA record for made threes and attempted threes each of the last 3 years. And they have picked up where they left off. Adams.
It's in the paint at 15 a game. So he's their pace and their attack on the rim.
Harden has to fire the 3 and he beats the clock.
Nobody wants to be sitting out come playoff time.
No shortage of storylines in this series. This is Daniel House. Ben McLemore, what a season it's been for him.
85% in the restricted area, the best in the league. He blocks shots, he runs the floor, he's done a very good job.
Dennis Schroeder. Jeff Green fakes the 3, puts it on the deck, a little bit of contact, and he hits. Rebecca, great point, and everyone, of course, keeping their fingers crossed, Stan, that there will be no positive tests as Eric Gordon taking on contact. Noel again pulling back. This is Baisley in the corner. Good ball movement. Chris Paul, if you've just joined us, still looking for his first basket. And he's now over 5. Adams, the tip in.
Get to know each other, but they have played well since.
This is Green kind of twirling around in the paint. And the big vet gets the friendly bounce. Nicely set up by Paul. Long rebound, Gordon. Rockets want to push the pace. Gordon goes right to the rack. See the run by Houston, 7 in a row. House on a corner 3. That's good. Make it 10 straight for the Rockets. Largest lead of this opening half, up 17 against the Thunder. Paul the drive and kick. Setting the table for Diallo. This is Gilgeous-Alexander. Thought about the step back, now to Gallo. Shot clock down to 3, puts it on the deck, guarded tightly, fires long 2, and hits. The sweet stroke of Gallinari. And he brings Oklahoma City within a dozen. Quick trigger 3 by Gordon.
Come toward Harden, he's jumping toward them. You're inevitably going to foul. When he creates the space on that step back, it sounds off. You got to let him go. It's his 3rd 3.
McLemore 3 of 4 off the bench from downtown. He's got 9 points. Gallinari, that's a 3.
And loading up their defense, ready to come to help.
Harden again breaking him down. Went right around Robertson like he wasn't even there. Shot
Houston does
5.
a lot of that too, Spiro, but you can do that if you have a guy as great as James Harden.
Tucker from deep. Largest lead for Houston. Timeout Thunder.
But this is their best lineup. This is the best 5-man lineup in the NBA that the Oklahoma City Thunder have on the floor right now.
Rockets fans have to be feeling pretty good about what they've seen so far here. Rockets have hit 5 straight shots as they have built this lead. Adams, boy, nifty feet by the big man. Now, can the Thunder make a push here with under 3 minutes left before halftime? Paul steps into a 3. That's good. 16-point Houston lead as we come up on the final 2 minutes before halftime. Schroeder to the rack. And just like that, 14-point game. 3 to shoot. Lets her rip. A little bit too much. Covington trying to tap it. It's Paul. Here he comes down the paint, taking flight. And here comes Oklahoma City. And so far, a good start here after a quiet start for Gallinari. 14-5 run until that Jeff Green triple. Jeff Green, who has led this second unit from Houston, 13 off the bench. Gordon hanging in midair, and he banks it home.
And they've cut it to 13.
Thunder out of fouls. Harden goes right around Schroeder, and he's headed to the free throw line. And the rebound pulled weak side by Danilo Gallinari. So, Stan, here we go. How does Billy Donovan get his team back into this one? Is Adams, boy, that'll help. Potential 3-point play.
Where they have a big advantage. Since the Rockets have gone small, they're the worst rebounding team in the league, and they need to take advantage. But again, lack of discipline. That's all set up because you got up on Gordon's shot fake, which allowed him to drive. You had to come and help, and you set up the 3.
Oklahoma City's offense back in gear. Here comes Harden. Gets his defender on his heels again.
Concerned about giving their guy a three. No one comes to help on James Harden, who's the leading scorer in the league.
Shipping Clint Capella out of town in early February, just prior to the trade deadline. They've certainly gone all in. Gallo! That's a long 2. Clock at 7. This is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's had the sweet stroke this season, but not that time, not tonight. Gordon, boy, getting his shoulder into Gilgeous-Alexander. This is his first points in the second half. So he'll get a much-deserved breather here. Harden, quick trigger 3, and here comes Houston. Third 3 of the night for Harden, 21 points. And now can CP3 get his game going?
Because of the fear of the 3, and you're going to have opportunities to back cut for layups.
Here's Ferguson, that's a triple. Thunder desperately need more of that. House beats him back. Right-handed thunderclap. Harden sucks in the defense. Out to House. Still 7 to shoot. House breaks it down. McLemore from deep. Splash. Much made about the relationship between Harden and Paul. You know, all the reports about how things became strained towards the end as Nerlens Noel rolling to the cup. Houston's bench tonight, Stan, shooting 79% from the field. Harden got it.
Well, one of the problems that he's having, like the entire Thunder team, is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of 13 guys in the league who scores 10 points a game or more on drives, and there's nowhere to go on the drive. Shell drill, where the ball just moves around and no players move. That's what Oklahoma City is allowing Houston to do defensively tonight. I've always wondered that, Spiro. So I'm shooting well because I'm getting and making good shots. So what I should do then is take a bad shot. Yeah, well, your hotness comes because you're a good shooter getting good shots. So keep working to get those good shots.
I'm not going to win this argument, so I'll give up. That's a 3 from Green.
That there was that much contact. I like the way Steven Adams has played in the second half, really all night.
A little bit short as Houston Stan has cooled off a little bit from 3. But their lead still at 17 points. Gallo on a deep 3. That's good.
Think of trading baskets down 14 with 7 minutes to go.
29 points for Gallinari. That was his second 3 of the night, but Harden has the answer.
Look, with Russell Westbrook out, they've gotten exactly what they needed, and that is typical performance out of James Harden.
3-pointer by Tucker. Little misdirection by Gilgeous-Alexander. Good ball movement. Back inside to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Bit of ball and player movement can do to get you better shots, and we haven't seen much of that out of the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight.
A rare chance that we see Harden matched up with Chris Paul. So Westbrook advantage Thunder. And then you look up and you see this score as Paul hits a rare 3 on a night that he has really struggled. Only his second 3 tonight. And now they'll reset. That's another 3 from Paul. Trying to give him a little shot in the arm here.
And creating a course in the business of sports media and entertainment. Paul is all about the action, progress, all the time.
Stan in our country, and of course CP3 right at the forefront of that group.
No question.
Harden, pretty drive and finish. Night for Green.
Jeff Green's pulling it all out tonight. A right to left, behind the back dribble to a finish. I mean, normally we see Jeff as a great playoff performance by this team.
Year 12 for Green as Harden goes right down the paint, nearly untouched in the playoffs. Going to find about a lot about that Bucks team down the stretch. As Houston continues to just keep on coming. That's Bruno Caboclo on TNT. Meanwhile, a Game 1 domination here by the Houston Rockets. James Harden, just another night at the office, 37 points.